Hey everyone, day 67. We took a day off yesterday. Kennedy Meadows Resort. Get everything straightened out, send my bear can home, and just relax a little bit after getting down from Sonora Pass. Today, got up, had breakfast at Kennedy Meadows Resort. It's pretty pricey, but the breakfast is pretty good. And then we were able to get a ride, pay for a ride, back to the trailhead, and started out about 10 o'clock. So I'm definitely not going to get a full day of hiking today. But good thing about today is if you look around, actually seeing some trail. We're around 8,500 feet, well under 9,000. So we're seeing a little bit of trail. It's getting my miles per hour pretty close to normal, and not having the weight of the bear can, of course, is helping. And this stretch between Kennedy Meadows Resort, which is Sonora Pass, and South Lake Tahoe, it's only about 4 days. So lost the bear can, not carrying as much food, carrying a little bit extra because the last couple of weeks I've been getting really hungry, so carrying a few extra snacks and stuff like that just in case. But pack's feeling better. I sewed it up from where the animal got into it. You can see the sternum strap, and then there's the other spot where I sewed it where my finger is. They almost ate through my sternum strap, and then they almost ate through the my left arm, the strap where the grosgrain nylon webbing goes down. Almost ate completely through it. Some kind of animal was looking for salt. They also tore up the mesh that holds the sleep pad in. But gonna get that fixed in South Lake Tahoe, and we're gonna get a few other things done in South Lake Tahoe, but gotta make it there first. So I'm gonna keep heading on today, eat dinner in a little while, and then try to hike till about 8 and see how far that gets me. Hey guys, day 68. We're headed towards South Lake Tahoe. Right now we're at the saddle above Noble Lake, and I'm just going to give you a little view. That's looking south, and I'm standing on the saddle right now, and this is looking north. So it's lunchtime today. We're going to grab a quick lunch, and then we're going to keep headed towards South Lake Tahoe. We've done about 9 miles already, and try to get about 9 or 10 more, just so we can make it in good time. But that's it for today. Hey guys, day 69. Still headed towards South Lake Tahoe. We dropped down in elevation quite a bit, and it is warming up. And the best thing about that, as you can see over there, that's where I came from. As you can see over here, only thing left snow-wise in this part of the trail, just a small few patches, maybe 1 or 2 traverses every couple miles. But I saw some day hikers earlier. They said once you get past South Lake Tahoe, elevation drops even more, which means even less snow. And don't get me wrong, I love going through the Sierras early. I have no regrets about not skipping. But to be honest, there's a lot of snow. And at times it detracted from your experience on the PCT because you're just so frustrated of just the sheer amount of snow. And then I got to Yosemite, as I told you guys, and elevation drops down there, But the way Yosemite, where the John Muir Trail and PCT go through Yosemite, go over a pass, go down in the canyon, go over a pass, go down in the canyon. It's kind of like a V where it traps the snow, and all the snow falls from the higher elevation and just slides down to the meadows and stuff beside the lakes, and you get to walk through that stuff. And since it's lower elevation, temperature's a little warmer, which is good for, you know, walking around in morale, but it's not good for walking through snow. You end up post-holing for miles on miles in the afternoon. And my opinion is Yosemite, the PCT in Yosemite, it's just made for like late June, July, depending on snow. It's not really a May trail. You think May is gonna be in the summer, won't be that much snow, but it's not right. There was a lot of snow. We made it through it though. I had a great time. And today, trying to push as far as I can so I can get to Echo Lake and try to sneak a ride down to South Lake Tahoe. Pretty excited to go in an actual town. Last time I went into was Mammoth, but it was like a ski resort town. It was still pretty nice. But South Lake Tahoe apparently has everything possibly need. I'm getting some new shoes. I'm getting my backpack replaced. Well, it doesn't have a big hole in the side. And I'm switching my tarp out to get my tarp, send back to hammock gear and get them to massage the ridgeline tie outs. Because I'm having a little bit of issue, like there's some little pinholes in there. So I'm getting them to work on that. But it's day 69. Hey guys, day 73. After 2 nice zeros, Salt Lake City. Came back out to Echo Lake today. Get back headed north toward Truckee and Sierra City. Right now, hiking beside Aloha Lake. It's really nice. It's one of the first couple lakes we've seen in the area. North end of the Sierras, getting out of the Sierras where the lakes are actually thawed out. Getting set by and enjoy them. And plan for today is to hike a short day. Go to an area called Gilmore Lake, camp there, and then go over Dix Pass tomorrow. And that's sort of the last little pass you have to go over till you get to Truckee. And then after Sierra City, I've been told now all this white stuff is gone. So I'm gonna keep pushing up that way, and we'll talk to you later. Hey guys, day 76. Just came out of Donner Pass this morning, and we're headed to Sierra City. And I don't know if you can hear or not, but it's turned out to be a pretty nice day, but it's a little windy. And our plan right now is to do 23 miles today, and then get up early to go to Sierra City. Let's get my box at the store. This last stretch, from what I understand, is the last stretch with any significant snow on it, which is a pretty big milestone, since for about 300 or 400 miles, the time that I've been on the PCT, been dealing with snow, and it's ranged from just residual snowbanks you have to cross, get back on the trail, to in the high Sierras, snow for 4 or 5 miles on both sides of the high mountain passes, and then to Yosemite, where there was like 3 foot of snow on the ground beside the lakes where the trail was going, and you had to post hole through it and just trudge through it. So knowing there's gonna be a little bit less snow means to be able to keep my miles a little bit higher and keep my resupply weight down, and it's gonna be pretty nice. We're in the Northern California section now. So pretty much out of the Sierras. Went down to Truckee, it's pretty low, it's like 6,000 feet. Then we're going down to Sierra City tomorrow, and it's really low, it's like 5,000 feet. So we're out of the high Sierras, and we're just gonna keep pushing to the next big point. It's gonna be the halfway point, and some towns between here and there. But we're on our way to Canada. Morning everyone, it's day 77. It was kind of chilly last night. We are on our way to Sierra City this morning. It's about 19 miles if you include the walk into town. And should be a pretty easy day today. According to the information we've gotten, starting to go down in elevation, pretty much out of the snow for the most part. And this section, we're starting to see a lot of section hikers, and then section hikers who got to a point in the Sierras and skipped up and started going south. And it's a little bit confusing because we're just coming out of the snow. They're hiking south back into the snow, which is why I thought they skipped the Sierras to start out with. But you know, all you can do is wish them the best. We're gonna keep going north and go to Sierra City, get my package, and then after that we're gonna make a break for halfway, and it's gonna be nice, get to that halfway point, not have to do any adding and subtracting for skipping sections of the Sierras, and it's gonna be kind of bittersweet. 77 days, made it through the Sierras and headed to Sierra City. All right, good morning everyone. It's day 79. Yesterday we headed out of Sierra City after a 2.5 pound breakfast burrito, which was deep fried. After they made it, it's really good. It had eggs, bacon, roast beef, cheese, sauce on top. Excellent. That country store guy that cooks there is a great cook. So yesterday took it pretty easy out of town. It was a pretty good climb out of Sierra City, and that's because Sierra City's at like 4,500 feet. It's the lowest we've been in a long time, and as you can expect, we went down yesterday, warmed up, weather was nice, but give you a little view where we're at past Tamarack Lake going north. Scenery has changed drastically. Weather's nice. Now it's warm during the day, cool at night, and starting to see a few mosquitoes. Saw a lot of deer last night. This morning saw a lot of deer chewing on the bushes around our campsite. But we're pushing on, going to Belden, into Chester, and it's pretty exciting because Chester is past the halfway mark, and unlike a lot of people that skipped, when our group gets to the halfway mark, it's really going to be the halfway mark, and it's going to be really nice. We just came out of Sierra City. Like I said, ate at the store, and then we ate at Harrington's restaurant, which is kind of pricey, but it was good food. We stayed at Harrington's because it was pretty cheap compared to the other places in Sierra City. It's a small town, there aren't many options. But anyways, walking about 26 today, going to a place called Duck Pond, and looks like today's gonna be really nice. And we'll catch up with the group I'm hiking with and keep going toward Canada. Morning everyone, it's day 80. We're still in Northern California, headed toward Belden, And right now, give you a little view. We're in a green tunnel. And it kind of reminds me of another long distance trail on the East Coast. It's warming up. Mosquitoes are coming out. Pretty bad last night. But it's nice that there's no snow. We're getting down a little bit lower elevation. That's warming it up a little bit. Today we're gonna hike about 27, 28 miles. That's what we've normally been doing since we got out of the snow past Sierra City. We're trying to get to Belden Town and have some dinner and get a little regroup and then head up to Chester. And when we get to Chester, it's going to be kind of exciting because before you get to Chester, you get to the halfway post. So we're headed today. You can hear some cars in the background. We're definitely out of the real wilderness area. We've been walking across the roads and it's getting a little bit more people. But anyways, it's day 80. Gonna keep on pushing. Morning everyone, day 81. We just went by Bucks Lake. It's a turnoff where you can go to the little area of Bucks Lake. I'm not going there today. Today we are heading into Belden Town, and it's a little resort that's on the trail, and we're going there to get dinner and stay somewhere around there and then heading out. We did our resupply to get to Chester, so we're going to check Chester out. Yesterday was really warm. We're running into summer in Northern California. Went down elevation. Everything's getting warmer. Snow's completely gone. And the bugs are out. They're not too bad. Just enough of them to be annoying when you get to camp. Trying to get water. Also seeing a lot of signs of bear. Haven't seen any bear yet. But seen a lot of bear poop. So, gonna keep on hiking down to Belden Town. It's going to be a lot of downhill today because Belden Town's at about 2,500 feet, and that's pretty low. Hey everybody, day 82. We are hiking out of Belden Town Resort. Yesterday we did 27 miles and finished it with that hike down to Belden Town, and it is super steep. I think you lose like 2,000 or 3,000 feet in 5 miles. There's about 20 switchbacks going straight down that mountain to the road where Belden Town Resort is. So it's a little beat up. Last night got in, ate a meal at the little restaurant they have at the resort, and Spurs on a little hotel room, got some AC. It's been really nice because June in Northern California reminds me a lot of the New England and the AT. It's not super hot, but it's super humid. Getting in the 80s and 90s during the day. And the PCT is a trail that most of the time, right now you can see we're in a little shade. Most of the time I want you to see all the views on the valley when you're riding the crest. And what that comes with being super exposed, and it's really nice when it's cloudy and get a little shade. But we hit Northern California, clouds are gone. The weather's been just about perfect for a few days. Looking at some rain on tomorrow. I mean Sunday. It's Friday today. So we're heading to a pretty awesome spot tomorrow. It's a halfway point, and then we're gonna go into Chester. The person I'm hiking with's got to get some new shoes. Go into Chester and hang out for a day, let it rain on Sunday, and head back out Monday. But I'm gonna get back to this hill. It's about 15 miles going up. Get back on the ridgeline after Belden. Gonna camp. Do 21 miles today. It's kind of short compared to the days we've been doing, but so we're gonna get on it. It's day 83. We are headed down the hill to Chester. It's a pretty exciting day. We just passed the halfway midpoint marker and ate some lunch, took a picture, and getting ready to go into town, do our resupply. Probably gonna stay in town tomorrow because it's supposed to rain, and get some milkshakes. So got about 8 miles to go into town. This little snippet of the Northern California section, and we were walking through these giant trees with all this moss and stuff on them for, I don't know, about like a week, 2 weeks. It's been pretty nice. Today started off with a little bit of a climb, but once we got over the crest of a few hills, now we're going downhill to Chester, try to get a ride into town and get some, like I said, milkshakes, town food, resupply, and be on our way to Canada.